Bobby Shmurda case takes a turn after this happens.
Yeah.
East 95th Street in Clarkson, baby.
His name is Bobby Shmurda, and he's here with his partner,
Rowdy
Rebel.
baby.
Today at Line Report, we will be covering how Bobby Shmurda's long legal battle has taken a turn after the Brooklyn rapper has spent over 5 years in prison. The creator of the Shmoney dance and hit song Hot Boy has been put away on some serious criminal charges back in 2014. Stay tuned until the end of the video to hear how things have taken a turn for Shmurda and how he will be free before you know it. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment the keyword Free Shmurda below to enter a chance at winning our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. Now let's get started. The 25-year-old rapper has been on his best behavior since he has gotten locked up back in 2014. He was facing multiple criminal charges, so Shmurda did everything he could do to minimize his time behind bars. Get used to hearing Bobby Shmurda's name because you'll be hearing it a lot more in the next year. Aquil Gene Pollard, better known as Bobby Shmurda, is set to be free in less than 11 months, and he is eager to get back into the studio and back to business. Shmurda and his associates had taken the plea deals after racking up some serious charges. Shmurda had agreed to a longer sentence so that his associates, Rowdy Rebel, could have a shortened term. Bobby was originally looking at 5 years in prison, and Rowdy was looking at 12 years. But after Bobby had agreed to the longer term, the judge had settled at both of them serving a 7-year sentence. Bobby had displayed some serious loyalty to his crew, as not many people would agree to this longer term. Bobby was the ringleader of the G69 crew, which was a criminal enterprise responsible for various crimes in multiple boroughs in New York. He acknowledged his actions and tried to do his best to move past them. The judge seemed to have shaved months off of his sentence due to him complying as much as he could, and due to the fact that overall, he behaved pretty well during his time in prison. Earlier this year, on August 5th, Shmurda's mother, Leslie Pollard, had taken to Instagram to let fans know that her son has been doing well and will be released soon. She had typed up a meaningful message as the caption, which read, "My child is in such good spirits. He is ready for these streets. We have 15 months and counting. This is the 5th birthday that I have spent on this visiting floor, and thank God we will only have one more to go." He sends his love and expresses his appreciation for all of the support he has received thus far. The wait is almost over. She had posted a couple of pictures of her visiting her son in prison, and it appears Shmurda was staying busy in the gym. Things seem to be churning around for the rapper, and he learned a lot, as spending 7 years in prison is a serious life-changing event. His next court hearing date will be in August of 2020, and Bobby would be released before the end of the year. His mother had tried to go through multiple different law offices, but none of them were able to assist in getting Shmurda's $2 million bail reduced. But after serving since 2014, Shmurda is finally set to be free in less than a year. Before he was locked up in December of 2014, his music streams were breaking some serious numbers after he dropped his hit song Hot Boy. This leads to the Brooklyn rapper getting a record deal with Epic Records, and he released his debut album, Shmurda She Wrote, in November of 2014, just a month before his arrest. His mother had gone to the record label and the management company to try to get them to pay the bail, but they had declined too. Sources believe the record label did not want to pay the high bail due to the type of charges the rapper was facing. It could be a bad image if they were to bail out an actual gang leader, and they could have been held responsible if Shmurda was to perform more criminal acts. That is likely the perspective the record label executives had when considering to pay the rapper's $2 million bail. With the level of success Bobby's career was getting, it was no question that he could make this $2 million back for the record label. But it was the principle behind the charges that had forced them to decline. However, this is the past, and as soon as Shmurda is released from prison, it is no question that the rapper will be heading straight back to the studio. Do you think he will struggle to get back into the music industry? Or will he come back like he never left? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Earlier on in this case, Bobby wasn't as optimistic about the case as he was now. He felt as if the system was really out to get him since he was incarcerated at the high point of his career. During an interview, he told XXL that, "I looked at my case from back to front, and they had yet to come up with any evidence to stick on me. They're just trying to paint a picture of me because of the people I'm associated with. Like they're trying to have me on some guilty by association. But there's no conspiracy or homicide. All these gun charges? There were no guns found on me, none of my DNA on these guns. They're violating my constitutional rights, my civil rights." His first 2 years of imprisonment, he had originally pled not guilty. But after things didn't go so well for the rapper, he had switched his plea to guilty during his court hearing in 2016. This is when he received a 7-year sentence, which at the time he had already served 2 years, which left him with 5 years left. While he was first held at Rikers Island, he did make a couple of mistakes that could have kept him locked up for even longer. Less than a year after being held at Rikers Island, guards had caught his girlfriend smuggling him a knife during a visit. Shmurda and his girlfriend were charged with 2 counts of promoting contraband, which his girlfriend later pled not guilty to. This was early on in his sentence and was not an action that would look good on his track record when the judge reevaluates his case. As if this was not enough, the rapper also had gotten into a couple of prison scuffles. You can say this was a normal occurrence in jail when you are a gang member. These prison fights were all gang-related brawls. Later on in 2017, Shmurda was moved to Clinton Correctional Facility in upstate New York. This is where he would finish his sentence in protective custody. Bobby's position with the GS9 crew. As we mentioned earlier, Bobby Shmurda was the ringleader of the GS9 crew, and NYPD had built an extensive investigation against the gang before taking action back in December of 2019. They had found the GS9 responsible for dealing narcotics, possession of narcotics, possession of illegal firearms, reckless endangerment, assault, and attempted homicide. Police had raided the GS9 studio in December and made multiple arrests that day. Between all of the gang members and all of the criminal charges, there was over 100 years of sentences about to be handed out to GS9. Luckily, there was no hard evidence against Shmurda directly, other than the fact that he was one of the members that ran the operation. Bobby was exposed to the gang life pretty early on, when he's seen his older brother start to deal narcotics at a young age. Bobby and some of his childhood friends had grown up all in the same area, in Brooklyn, New York. And as they were growing up, they had created the gang called GS9. They were all members of Crick Games and started their own sub-branches they named GS9. As Shmurda became older, he was still involved with the crew that he had started, but he was starting to spend more of his focus and his time into music. Him focusing on music was going well for him after he had went viral for dropping the hit song Hot Boy. And as if the song going viral wasn't enough, his music video was even more successful. In the Hot Boy music video, Shmurda was dancing along to his hit song, and the dance he was doing later became viral and was known as the Shmoney dance, which actually helped Shmurda generate a lot of money. The video app, called Vine, was really popular back during that time, and there were thousands of fans posting themselves on Vine and social media doing the Shmoney dance. And it quickly became an internet sensation. It grew so large that even megastars like Drake and Beyonce were caught doing the Shmoney dance and posted it to social media as well. It was a crazy ride for the young rapper, and he wasn't too happy about getting his fame cut short so quickly by these legal battles. Shmurda still had a deep passion to do music and displayed his passion as much as he could while he was in prison. While on the phone with the rapper Meek Mill in 2017, Shmurda ended up freestyling with Meek Mill in jail. Meek had talked highly of his phone call and said that Shmurda had told them he had been staying busy, focusing on his music and on working out. Shmurda tried to stay as relevant as possible while in prison because he really wants to pick up where he left off when he is freed. Shmurda also made a guest feature on another Brooklyn rapper's album in 2018, which was recorded over the phone while Shmurda was serving his sentence. He had recorded a verse on the extremely controversial rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine's song called Stupid, which ended up going platinum. Brooklyn rapper Tekashi, ironically, was locked up months after their song on different charges of his own. Their collab, going platinum, was just proof that Shmurda had some real talent and was hungry to continue his music career. His debut album was supposed to be released in 2016 through Epic Records, but it was postponed due to all of this legal drama. It is crazy that Shmurda can be locked up for almost a full 7 years, yet maintain his respect in the industry and still keep his fans excited for him to release new music in the future. This just goes to show the amount of talent the rapper carries. And we believe part of this is also due to the fact that he agreed to serve a longer sentence so that his friend could get a huge break in his sentencing. His actions showed the amount of loyalty Shmurda had, which have brought him a lot of respect. We are extremely happy to announce that the rapper will be released before the end of 2020, and we cannot wait to hear some new music from Shmurda. It is unknown if he will complete his last project he was working on before he got locked up, or if he will just start fresh and come out with a fully brand new album. Either way, his family and his fans have been waiting for this day for some time and are extremely excited for the rapper to finally be free. Thanks for tuning in while we updated you on the Bobby Shmurda case. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment the keywords Free Shmurda below to enter a chance at winning in our $100 Amazon gift card giveaway. See you next time.